Guess who's back? That's right, it's me! It's J Red, and I am glad to be back. This is my third attempt at recording this episode. Once happened a long time ago, once happened 5 minutes ago, and then I accidentally messed with my own recording window because I'm dumb. And this is the third attempt. Oh. So, let's talk about why I took so long to get another episode out. I stopped and I did school. I focused on school, and I could indulge one of my hobbies, and I chose writing over recording. And now I've passed both my finals, and I'm gonna push writing off to the side and try and build up a log of recordings for this game. And this is a very good time to do it because a sequel to this game is out, and it's exactly what I wanted in a sequel, and I can't buy it because my card got declined. So I'm broke, spent money on Christmas presents, and then ran out. And now I've got to finish this, hopefully, because I want to Let's Play that. And I'm a broke college student. I finished my finals. Those are the two main things I wanted to cover, right? Oh, after December, January 4th is when my classes pick up again, I think. Oh, I should mention, I took both my finals. I know for sure I passed one of them. The other one is yet to be graded. Yeah, that feels really condensed and not natural because I already said it once. And that was the main thing I wanted to talk about. This doesn't feel like a very natural opening to a video, but, you know, this is going to be a long episode anyways. I'd like to get through things quickly rather than naturally so we can get to the meat of the video and you can enjoy. That's it. Like, my life. Oh, if I don't pass this final, I'm going to be really sad. But you know what? It will not be the worst thing that's ever happened to me. And I'll get through it. And now I can record again. Those of you who are watching, I'm glad you stuck around through my couple month-long pause. I think it was 2 months ago that I recorded an episode. I'll have to double check, but it might have only been like 1 month ago. But, you know, yeah, it's been a long time. And, you know, I have time finally to record again. So rather than me, you know, blubbering my way through this, oh my god, it's been in the time since I last recorded an episode. I completed one of the things I'm working on. No, I started 2 new projects. I started 2 new writing projects. I started a new relationship. And I took an entire college course. It's been that long. Oh, man. Those of you who actually enjoy my content, you gotta be. I've been starving you, but let's get back into it. The sun shines through my curtains and across my face. I keep my eyes shut and turn over in my bed, trying to force myself back asleep. But the more I try to return to sleep, the more awake I become. What time is it? My clock flashes 6:30. I still have another half an hour before my alarm goes off. I should get back to sleep. I curl deeper into my blankets, but soon get bored. The only time I ever naturally wake up this early is when I have jet lag. I'm not sure if this is a blessing or a curse. Depends on if you have caffeine or not. I guess I may as well get ready. I quickly change into my uniform and head downstairs. For a second I was wondering if the sound was working. To an empty kitchen. It's weird being the first one up. Usually Nikki is doing her thing in the kitchen. I'll catch up on some reading while I wait for her. She should be up soon anyway. I pull up the news app on my phone. The front page doesn't have anything too interesting. Until I saw an article on Eludian Enterprises. Eludian Enterprises has officially announced their intentions to sponsor an up-and-coming team in the coming War Games. The rapidly expanding R&D company is gaining a lot of attention in the field of xenorobotics, and they're putting pressure on established innovators such as Vector Industries and Paragon Weaponry. Much of their success can be attributed to CEO Donnie Roos, who is a top graduate in the pilot program at Ace Academy and a visionary when it comes to modern and functional designs for gears. Keep that name in mind for later. I don't think I've heard of these guys before. Must be a local company who hasn't quite expanded to the States yet. Sounds like they're making a name for themselves, though. Time on my phone reads 6:57. I listened for any signs of life upstairs, but the house is still. I better grab something to eat before I go. It doesn't seem like Nikki's coming down anytime soon. My phone flashes to the next article, a headline on Shou. That should be good. I push the button shaped like a film projector on the bottom of the page, and the text projects on the nearest surface. Then I place my phone into a dock on the table so the text shines on the kitchen table. I grab a couple of slices of bread and stick them in the toaster. As I wait for my toast to finish, I sit on the table and read the article. Sit at the table. Oh, you could sit on the table if you really wanted to. Kandu Dishitaru. Is that how you think it's pronounced? Kanaku Dishitaru, CEO of Shou, made an unscheduled appearance at the memorial service yesterday for Yudai Misaki. A year ago, the community was shocked by the unexpected death of Ace Academy's most promising pilot. The family was honored that the mighty mogul took the time to show his respects to their son, and concurrently postponed the unveiling of Shou's new line of energy drinks. The introduction has been rescheduled to take place next week. I have a bad habit of saying rescheduled.
What are you reading?
I jump in surprise and nearly fall off my chair as I turn towards her. She looks at me strangely.
Jeez, what's your problem?
You scared me.
Why? Were you looking at hentai or something?
I had a very similar experience with my sister once, only she was, "Can I use your iPad to do something?" And I was like, "Sure," and she opened it up. And the Kitty Cat Gaming, Honey Pop, of all games, it had to be Honey Pop Let's Play it was playing. And she was like, my dude, your hentai is still open." And I was like, oh my god, no, that's not what that is. But she was an older sister. She was just like, if it had been hentai, she would have just been like, "Your taste is shit, and your fetishes are pathetic." She's that kind of person. What? No, of course not. She laughs at my horrified expression and walks past me.
I know. You're reading the news. I can see it on the table. Boring. You know that makes you officially old, right? Only old people read the news for fun.
Nikki glances at my toast, which had popped up while we were talking.
Your toast is burned.
What? I leap out of my chair and stand beside her. It's not burned. She flips it over to reveal a dark side of charcoal. Eat it anyways. Oh.
You're so hopeless. How did you survive in college without me?
I didn't eat because I had crippling depression. Oh, or I ate in the cafeteria. That's an option too.
That explains it.
She throws away the toast and pulls out 2 yogurts from the fridge.
Well, since you botched breakfast, we'll have to make do with a quick snack if you don't want to be late.
It's pronounced yogurt, isn't it? It's been too long since I've recorded anything. I accept the yogurt she hands me, and we both finish them in record times. Then we grab our things and head out the door.
Are you able to give me a ride today? The bus yesterday was so crowded.
Sorry, Nikki, I'm not taking my bike today. I don't have a parking pass yet. I would rather park in visitor parking anyways. I would still, yeah.
Oh, how long will it take before you get one?
I'm not sure. Hopefully soon.
Well, for the sake of your sanity, I hope it's not too long.
Thanks, I think. Nikki laughs.
I'll see you later, okay?
Yeah, see ya. She waves and heads for her bus stop while I head for mine. At least it's a nice day to be waiting for the bus. I don't see any rain. Day's not that nice if there's no rain or snow or sleet. That's the best kind of weather. The stop's a bit crowded. I lean up against the shelter as I wait. Actually, sleet's pretty terrible, just rain or snow. The bus squeals to a halt in front of me only a few minutes after my arrival. I follow the other passengers on, scan my ID, and search the rows for a free seat. I settle into the first seat I can find and grumble as a large man sits down beside me, crushing me against the window. I can already imagine how enjoyable this ride will be. Luckily, it isn't a long ride, and I'm at school before I can complain too much. I pull up the schedule on my phone and check my first class, Gear Arsenal 201. The building isn't too far away either. I soon reach the building. The classroom is about half the size of the lecture hall for my Piloting 101 class. For some reason, this is a comfort to me, probably because it reminds me of the class sizes at CINY. I take a seat near the back of the room, just as the professor enters.
Good morning, class. Welcome to Gear Arsenal 201. I'm sure you're all tired of hearing the same welcome spiel, so I won't even bother with it. Instead, we're going to drive straight into the material. Question: who can name one of the leading companies in gear weapon manufacturing?
Paragon Weaponry. Before I have a chance to answer, another student chimes in.
Vector Industries!
Sorry, incorrect.
Paragon Weaponry.
Very good.
Why isn't it Vector?
Vector deals with thrusting and maneuverability, whereas Paragon deals with weaponry. Hence the name Paragon Weaponry.
I'm really curious.
Their recent area of study has shown that...
I'm really curious to what happens if you pick Potato Shooter Incorporated. I've never done that before. I wish I had. He goes into the details of Paragon Weaponry's R&D and the future of beam weaponry for the remainder of the class.
That's all the time we have for today. You'll find this week's readings and assignments on your web link. Have a good day.
You too. Students scramble to collect their things before hurrying out of the room. I think I'll go back to the hangar. The class has inspired me to go have a proper look at my gear. I take the path through the pilot's lounge and follow the tunnels until I reach my gear. Pulling down the ladder beside my docking station, I climb up to the top, which is about level with the chest section of my robot. I unlock the chest cavity. With a mechanical roar, it splits open in separating panels, revealing a lowered seat. I easily hop into the seat and breathe in the comforting scent of metal and plastic. It faintly reminds me of new car smell. Once I'm settled, I trigger the closing sequence. As the chest panels return, my seat scoops me further into my gear until I'm nestled in the darkness of the cockpit. I initiate the boot up sequence. The cockpit glows a faint red, then flickers into life, and I can't help but smile at the familiarity of it all. The bright glow of the panels illuminate the interior until there isn't a trace of a shadow left. Statistics blink around me in a series of rapid numbers and diagrams.
Gear initialization sequencing complete.
The familiar voice of my gear feels like a warm welcome from an old friend. Eagle, please run a comprehensive check.
System in progress.
Nothing to do now but wait. The lights alongside my display pulse with changing colors. As the check progresses, it flows through warm colors, red, orange, yellow, before illuminating the cockpit with a bright green.
All system functions normal. Unknown docking station detected.
Register the current docking station as the home station.
Completed. Recommendation: please update system calibration configuration.
This is recommended all the time. Whenever we change locations, Eagle will request a recalibration of the system. Even the slightest difference in air pressure can trigger an inaccuracy. At least the process is easy. All I have to do is make sure I correctly follow sequential number order so Eagle can achieve the necessary internal calculations. Alright, start it up.
Calibration sequence initiating. Calibration successful.
Perfect. Everything seems to be in order. After After one last look, I shut down my gear and unlock the chest cavity again. Once I hop out, the panels slide back into place until I hear the faint clicking of them locking. Oops. As I turn towards the elevator, I spot Shou waving at me, nimbly making her way down and stand beside me.
Mr. Broseph!
Hey, how's it going, Shou?
Good. Is this your go-to hangout place? This is the second time I've run into you here.
I guess it's starting to be. What are you doing here?
I just thought I'd pay a visit to my gear. It helps when I keep her company for a bit. Keeps her spirits up.
Inanimate objects don't have genders. Her?
Yeah.
Your girlfriend? Shou laughs.
No, my gear!
Your gear is a she.
Yeah, what's yours?
My gear.
Right, a she or a he?
An it.
Oh.
He pauses.
Well, thanks anyways.
For what?
For thinking it was possible for me to have a girlfriend.
I love that line. Well then.
So, what were you doing here?
Just checking to make sure everything's working fine.
And does it?
Yeah. He glances curiously at my gear.
How about a simulator match?
It'd be nice to get a feel for how things are done at Ace. Sure.
We can both use the basic robot program. That way, all accessories and weapons will be the same, and it'll be based on skill alone.
May the best man win. He grins and races in the opposite direction. I see him pause by a green gear before I get back into my own. This is going to be a bit of a long one. I'm sure I said that before, but once I'm settled in the cockpit, I switch on the open network configuration. Immediately, a request from Shou comes in, and I accept. After we're connected, we boot up our virtual training simulation program.
Oh, very fancy. I haven't seen an American-style gear up close before.
Yeah, and this is what battles are going to look like. It's not, like, as super high qual as that previous image. Not the internal of the gear. The first time we saw our gear. But I still think it looks really good. And you can actually see the Ace Academy logo in the background there. I experiment with my gear controls and watch in amusement as it makes the same movements within the simulator. Simulators are freakishly accurate at emulating the real thing, but it still can't quite replace the feeling of live matches. You can feel every impact, or even the slightest shift in motion within a VTS. You can't feel every impact, or even the slightest shift in motion within a VTS.
As you can see, both of us are kitted with the same standard equipment. You have your energy shield for blocking, thrusters for movement, a ranged weapon, and a close combat weapon.
I evaluate my gear and find all the components he mentioned. Any particular reason why we aren't playing from our personal arsenal?
This will level the playing field. We'll have to win by skill alone.
Trying to see what I'm made of? Shou just grins.
Remember, you have to use the right tool at the right time. There's usually more than one right move you can make, but you have to think fast.
So the trick is just to react accordingly.
You got it! Are you ready?
I was born ready.
Let's do this.
My hands fall naturally into place and grip the controls. I can't stop the smile that spreads across my face as my heart beats faster in anticipation. I've missed this. Gil shifts into a fighting stance and holds out his gun, while Shou activates his thrusters and points his double guns at me. Dodge. I dash out of the way as his attack misses its mark. I equip one of my guns and return fire. He dodges, but my shot grazes him and he takes some damage. As I boost forward, Shou moves back to keep with the distance between us. He shoots again, but his aim is not accurate, and I weave away. With my gun in hand, I aim. Shoot. My aim is true, and Shou's shield shimmers as it absorbs the shot. Judging by how deep of a shimmer, it looks like he took a significant amount of damage. Since Shou likes using ranged weapons, I better close the distance and force him into melee battle. I boost forward, Slash. I switch to my sword mid-boost and swing the blade in a high arc. Shou tries to block with his gun, and my sword lands on them with a loud crack. We struggle in a battle of wills, and sweat beads down my face. A loud roar escapes my lips as I channel my strength into my attack and break through Shou's defense. As my sword falls through, Shou's gear goes dark. With the match over, I shut down my gear and get back on the ground. After a few minutes, Shou appears.
Not bad. I knew I made a good choice with you. I've got a sixth sense for these things.
You're not so bad yourself.
Anyway, we'll want to meet up tomorrow before the qualifier to practice. So what's your number?
We quickly exchange numbers. So I guess I should go and get some stuff done?
Yeah, me too. Well, I'll see you later then.
I've picked all of these before. I think the Pilot's Lounge always has something going on is the best one for me to pick for this playthrough. I usually go with Let's Play Another Match. See ya! I head back towards the Pilot's Lounge. So far, every time I've passed through that lounge, it has been full of students. I'm sure I'll either meet someone cool or find something interesting to do there. When I enter the lounge, I'm surprised to see a crowd surrounding the bar. I can't make out anything intelligible from the jumble of words and voices, but it must be something big based on the sheer level of excitement in the room. What's going on? I wander closer to the edge of the crowd and approach a pilot who's standing on her own. Hey, she responds without really seeing me.
Hello.
I jerk my head towards the crowd. What are all these people so excited about?
Akira's here.
Who? She turns toward me, and the frown on her face lessens when she notices my blonde hair.
Ah, you must be the new transfer student.
Bingo. Yeah, sorry. Have we met?
No, but it explains why you don't know who Akira is.
Oh, well, it seems like he's some kind of big deal.
That's an understatement. He's the top pilot here at ACE.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard that in his first year here, he was already placed in his team's starting lineup.
As a first year?
Unreal, right? Now he's a third year and finally the team lead.
I crane my neck trying to spot him. I think I catch a flash of white hair, but it's hard to tell with all of the people. Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
That's not even the half of it. Akira's one of the nicest guys around. He says hello to everyone he meets and actually tries to learn the names of his classmates. When he compliments you, he means it. Even though these gear matches can get very competitive, Akira treats all his opponents with respect.
She sighs.
He's a great friend to have.
Sounds like you know him pretty well. Her face turns pink.
Oh, no, I've never actually met him.
As if on cue, a path forms amid the throng of people, and a male pilot with white hair and kind eyes walks through. He's got red eyes. Must resist Brandwin joke. He's laughing with the group of girls surrounding him. Our eyes meet for a second, and his calm smile. His calm smile still intact. That can't be right. He must have recognized someone behind me and smiled at them. Regardless, after the departure of Akira and his group, the lounge feels quieter, even though it's still full of students. Pilots turn back to whatever programs they were watching or order drinks at the bar. Others return to the games they were originally playing. I stand awkwardly on my own. I don't see anyone I recognize. Everyone seems to be intent on their own thing, so I decide to head home. It's getting late anyways. That girl didn't mention that Akira was hot as fuck. Not as good as Ren was in Jade, but still up there. I wait impatiently for the bus. When it pulls up, I climb on and grab an aisle seat. As the bus moves on, I dream of my beautiful bike the entire way home. I enter the house and hear laughter coming from the kitchen. I drop my bag to the floor and follow the sounds of my family and the delicious smells of dinner. Hey! I sit at the table and watch Mickey and Uncle Kaido move around the kitchen. They're wearing matching aprons. Looking good, Uncle. That apron really suits you. It brings out your eyes.
That's it, I'm done.
He tears off the apron and tosses it aside.
You said I'd look cool.
Nikki giggles and goes back to the food she's cooking.
You did look cool. Every lady loves a man who can cook.
And I love a lady who cooks for me. Ah, now I'm thinking of Dustin and all his wonderful dishes. He's someone I know IRL, if you're wondering, who the fuck is Dustin?
Amen.
Kaido sits beside me. We laugh as Nikki sticks her tongue out at us.
Men.
So, what are we having?
Guess.
Oh god, not this again. Kaido laughs.
How was your day, bud?
It was alright.
Yeah? What kind of shenanigans did you get up to?
Nothing major. Had class this morning, checked out my gear after. One of my teammates showed up and we had a practice simulation.
Sounds fun.
It was. I think we'll make a good team.
Who else is on the team?
Shou, myself, and a couple of girls.
Good-looking girls?
Well, one of them's a little introverted would be an understatement, and the other one wants to see me burn alive, so yeah, one of them's hot as fuck. Kaido winks at me and I just shake my head. Nikki places full plates in front of us, then removes her apron and joins us at the table.
What else did you get up to today?
I hung out at the pilot's lounge for a bit.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it was. I actually learned a lot about this guy named Akira. He's the top tier pilot in the program.
So he's your rival.
Rival?
Yeah, these types of stories always need a villainous rival.
Well, actually, he's a pretty nice guy. Well liked.
Really? Is he cute?
Oh, yes. Very much so.
Did the girls think he was cute?
Yeah? Nikki beams.
Accomplished, polite, and cute. You could learn a thing from him.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm a plenty cute.
Nothing.
Kaido cleans his plate and then rests a hand on his stomach and lets out a loud belch. Nikki and I blink at him.
I was simply complimenting the chef.
I should do the same. I open my mouth to burp, but Nikki squeals in protest.
Please don't. I'd rather not have them.
Kaido and I laugh as Nikki clears the table. Then Kaido rests a hand on my shoulder.
Sounds like you've had quite the day, bud.
It'll get easier once I'm in the swing of things.
Of course. Want to watch a movie or something before you two head to bed?
I almost say yes, but a long yawn escapes my mouth. I'm pretty fried. I think I might go review some notes, then get to bed early. I've got qualifiers tomorrow.
That's fair. Nikki?
I'll join you when I'm done cleaning.
I'll help you. I'll help you.
Thanks.
I fucked that up. I stand up and Kaido and Nikki both wave.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. I wave back and head to my room. In my room, I crawl into bed and grab my tablet to review my notes from today's class. I'm only partway through when my eyes grow heavy and I can't read any longer. I flick off the light and close my eyes. As I drift to sleep, I dream of tomorrow's qualifiers. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day.